Welcome. Okay, I like that little side by side right there. I like that. You always, you know, you're Chef Curry yourself. You know, every week you're cooking up something over here.
Yeah, man, you got to keep improving up the stuff.
Absolutely,
upgrading the stuff.
Absolutely. Well,
I had to upgrade Randy, but she's not here to use her stuff right now. She got her own little. She's
on a mini vacay, and she deserving. You know, so I'm sure she's probably tuning on, and she'll probably still be in the comments and appreciate that. So
we'll see. Welcome to America's Mind, America's favorite show.
Hey.
Oh yeah, you're right. Look.
She's there.
Oh yeah, Kimber.
That's right.
Over here.
Appreciate. Okay. Oh, thank you so much. Appreciate that.
There she goes.
Look, I called her.
She says Happy Father's Day. How nice. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, so I'm Jamal Williams. We got Christopher Barris over here.
What's up?
A nickname that doesn't make any sense.
It's a childhood nickname. I could ramble for 3 hours about it, but I don't want to bore you guys to sleep.
What you got going on today? How was your Father's Day?
Well, my Father's Day was just like everybody else's Father's Day. Just a day, you know, that you are a father and you're still responsible. And you're still accountable for everything. So it's just a typical day. I actually worked today, so but you know what? It does feel good to just be able to just help those in real need and things like that. Mm-hmm. And as a father, as you know, our job is always on the clock. You know, mothers are too, but we ain't talking about them today. See. Bump that. We it stops today. Father's Day is Father's Day. Not getting y'all in there. As a matter of fact, let's get that jacket and let's move that to the woman's side because it's Father's Day, so we can do that. So we gonna be a little biased today. So we gonna move that jacket over to the side towards the women just because.
I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, you know what? I know the comments is going to be on fire. We're all for that, but bump that. Let's go and move that just because.
Just because it's Father's Day, y'all get the jacket all the way. I can keep that up there.
They're going to be like, oh, really? So women got the jacket on Father's Day. You know what? Bridge of the Gap TV, we were having a conversation. So she was watching something or actually looking at something on Facebook, and it was displaying and talking about all of the gifts not to give for Father's Day.
Okay.
So some were slippers, regardless if they're name brand or not. I think one was a robe. I think one was cologne. Definitely the shirt and tie. And dinner.
Wait, cologne is on the not to get list?
Yeah, I'm gonna flip that in a minute.
Okay.
And then it was another thing saying, and dinner was on there.
Is vagina on there?
Yeah,
it should be.
it was. Yeah, that was on there.
Not a Father's Day gift.
And I think the last thing was what was the last thing? Yeah, the dinner. That might have been it.
All right, so let's go over this again.
Okay.
Things not to give for Father's Day.
Yes.
Dinner.
Yes.
Vagina. Mm-hmm. Cologne. Mm-hmm. What is it? Socks.
Socks. Sandals. Slippers. I think it was a robe. Mm-hmm. And it might have been something else, but those were like the meat and potatoes right there.
I agree with all those things.
Yeah, I agree too. So then her rebuttal was, it sounds like that men don't want anything. And I was like, well,
wow.
So, and wow. So I was like, wait a minute, wait. We want actually all of that.
Put the mic closer.
We actually want all of that. Oh, okay. So we actually want all of that. So here's where, and you can relate, I'm sure. For Father's Day, a man wants to be appreciated for the entire day.
Mm-hmm.
Not just for dinner. Not, here's some cologne. That's a moment. Like, we want a woman to break her neck like we break our neck for Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Because we don't know what we like when I was sharing there, I was like, we don't know what to get you guys.
Mother's Day is a party, a barbecue, gifts, serving, like it's a whole lot. And
then like sex with foreplay. Yeah, I gotta add foreplay because we're doing.
Well, I was thinking about my mother.
Yes. So X out.
But if you have a mother in the house that has your kids, then yes.
Yeah, well, it will be foreplay because we'll cut straight to the chase. We'll be like, oh, wait, honey, we gonna have to change up the offense. We're gonna have to. Damn, I'm gonna have to get some champagne or some chocolates. I'm gonna have to do the rose petal thing. I'm gonna have to put on a nice shirt that she likes. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna have to do something extra. I can't just go straight to the end of the rainbow. So like that's what us men want, to be really thought of and cared of. And the last thing that was on there was saying that that we don't want our kids all day too.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I could kind of see that too. Like, where it's like, okay, hey, here you go, here's your dad. It's like, well, wait, all day? Because like for us, it's like somewhere in the day we want to do nothing. Yeah. Like somewhere in the day.
I would say most of the day.
Yeah, we won't. Yeah, like, oh my gosh, like I don't know.
It's almost the opposite, right? Like I don't want to be bothered. Like that's the gift.
That would, yeah. No, you're absolutely not. Like, because we're getting to that age now too. Not like grippy old men, but we're just kind of getting to the age like, you're like we want to have the dinner, we want to have the extra, we want to do a little bit of everything, but then by 6 o'clock, it's like, okay, let's wrap this up now. Like, I want to sit down on the couch, do nothing. You go in the other room, do whatever you're gonna do,
eat a steak.
Yeah. Kids be doing whatever.
Games are usually over around this time.
And then I don't have to hear like, oh my God, babe, we got to do this. Or, oh my God, babe, hey, guess what? Or, oh my God, babe, what about this? Or what do you think about that? Or, oh my God, babe, hey, you forgot. Like, oh my gosh, girl, don't you babe me nothing. Like, leave me alone. Like you even made the funny joke in his church today that the perfect gift or the perfect day for you is that when your Visa or your bank account
doesn't spend anything,
doesn't spend any money. Absolutely, positively correct. That is a perfect day when I go to the bank, when I check my account and it says you have no pending transactions, and I be like, I didn't spend any money today. Oh my God. This was a fabulous day. Yeah.
Let me grab one of these pillows.
Like, so it's to say that men and women are different. Yeah. Very, very different. I'm looking at the emoji here from Randy Williams. So
there's no standard for Father's Day. Like, it's just, I don't know. It's not even like, it's not a first thought holiday like Mother's Day is.
Yeah.
Even today, we got to share it with Juneteenth. Like, everybody's out celebrating that.
I saw that today.
Like, who organized that?
And that was like, that's another thing for women to spend money on something else but the guy. Yeah, I saw that today because I was like, why is there a bunch of people out?
Yeah.
Like, I'm scrolling through Instagram and then I'm like, oh, wait, Juneteenth. I'm like, wow. So they just...
It's a setup.
They just couldn't... we just couldn't get a day. Or yeah, they couldn't bump the day. Like...
Nah, Juneteenth get 2 days. It's today officially, But then tomorrow is the federal holiday, so everybody's off tomorrow. So we get 2 days. We get Father's Day and tomorrow. I'm like, why couldn't you just have it on Monday then? Whatever though.
Shout out to the real dads out there.
Definitely.
That are taking care of their business. And when I say that, I don't say that in an underlining sarcastic way. Like
women do.
being a dad. Like let's talk about fatherhood, and you can relate, I'm sure. Fatherhood is like the best, worst, not paying enough, but you won't change it in the world type of job. Like taking care of children and molding them. We both have sons. So it's like they're like clay. So we're like trying to mold them to this perfect like superhero, in a sense.
And you got to be the bad cop.
Yeah.
Like the mom gets to be the good cop. Like, oh,
yeah.
Mom, dad,
you're the
Be,
disciplinary.
yeah.
It's
that wait till your dad gets home or whatever.
Yeah. And then you don't even want to beat him up. And then you like, you put on the spot. Like, yeah, guess what? Yeah, you know what? Jordan did. And then it's like, I'm like King Kong, and then he'll give me the rebuttal. I'm like, Dad, like, so this is what happened. Like, this, that. And I'm like, wait, that was it? Now he puts me between a rock and a hard place, and then now mom is looking at me like, oh, so you just not about to do nothing now, right? I'm like, let's talk about this. We don't want to talk about this. Like, what do you mean? I want you to beat him up. Like, wait a minute. He doesn't listen to you. He listens to me.
we talking personal now.
Yeah,
Moms do that. Moms will want you to beat them up, and then like if you have to do something, then they get that, they come in and with the hug like it wasn't their scheme. Like, hold on, this was your idea.
Yeah, you just told me to just choke this kid to death, and I did, not literally, but and then like we
got to be PC. We kind of we go.
Yeah, and then here they come doing the mom nurturing because they naturally do it. Oh, and then it's like, wait, for real?
Oh, my baby.
Oh, so now I'm the bad guy.
You was the mastermind behind this jumping.
You text me all day at work. Like, I was getting text messages all day that I need to beat up my son all day. How he wasn't listening, how he wasn't doing this, and then they're hopeless. Like, I don't know what to do. And then it's funny when kids screw up. Then they're your kids.
That's the only time you hear "come get your son."
Yeah. He's yours, Max. He's not that fabulous little man in her life right now. It's like, oh, you are your dad, and me and him ain't even getting along. Yeah. Can you come get your son? Oh, he's my son. Absolutely. I'm gonna kill him if you don't come get him. Like, you gotta be minus a son. Matter of fact, come get your daughter too. Like, oh, she's screwing up too? No.
She's just here.
Yeah. She just get them both, or I'm gonna you won't have any kids. And then 5 minutes later, when you take them away, my babies. Like, oh, look.
What time you bringing my babies home?
So that's fatherhood,
Yep. We the bad cops. We the enforcers. We got to do all the dirty work. We don't get none of the appreciation.
I'm gonna give
but
you,
it is what it is. Yeah.
Like, what's
except for I think daughters are more. Well, yeah, I think daughters are more appreciative.
Daughters, like when I had Taylor, because I had her second, it was like she pulled all those emotions that I be buried, and it was like she pulled all those out of me, and I was like,
they say that happens,
and I'm like, wait a minute, what is this? No, like you had a daughter first, like, whew,
yeah,
oh my Lord, like I would have been so nervous to have another kid, because like a double daughter, like doubled. Shout out to the dads, the girl dads.
I feel like
Kobe,
that's better.
My brother, he's a girl dad. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. Tony, and so you say that girls are better. So you would prefer?
I think for fathers, yeah. For mothers, it's probably opposite.
Oh yeah, because that spunk that she
I think
has.
the opposite sex challenges. Like I think boys grow up to challenge their father, which they should.
With the testosterone,
yeah, they should grow up to want to be better.
Absolutely.
And challenge them. And I think daughters do the same thing about their mothers.
Yeah.
Just my opinion though.
No, I think you're kind of right. Cause like with my daughter, it's like two daughters. Like I get a different Taylor and her mom gets this other Taylor.
Yep.
And then when I be looking, I'm like, I don't know who that is. like who's that? I don't deal with that.
Like I've heard stories too about my daughter doing stuff, and I'm like, I never heard her raise her voice. What are you talking about?
Like even you saying that,
I never even heard her.
No way,
like crazy.
Like you gotta put a spy camera up or put that Mario cloud over her to see. Like
I never heard her talk back in her life. I don't even know what that sounds like. What are you talking about? You must be crazy. You tripping.
But man, kids, man, boys and girls are so different. Like was amazing. Like when I had Jordan, I wanted to be that guy to do everything perfect. I became obsessed with perfection with everything, not just like sports. It was like with everything because I wanted to. Like I had like this thought and this daydreaming like thing where it was like I was always showing him and he'll just be like the perfect son behind me, like
watching the
like gravitating and sucking all of that knowledge. Like, yeah, he's gonna be a perfect son ever. Like,
like Simba was in the Lion King. Like you stand him on the cliff and be like, all of this one day will be yours.
Like, yeah, like it was like that. Like it was,
and Simba's like, all right, Dad, you're the greatest.
You know what? What was crazy was like that. Like, I actually appreciated that. That like my son forced me to, or kids in general, but because I had him first. But like your first child, like forces you to like be better. You know. Like you had a daughter, I can't even imagine me having Taylor first. Like, oh my God, I would have probably been in the hospital with a tuxedo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about to be the perfect man. Like, because there's no way God's green earth she about to get anything less. Like, she gonna have the perfect example. like for real. Like it's a wonderful thing. Like when you gravitate and accept fatherhood, it's very beneficial, and it definitely keeps you relevant, like because like our kids now, like your kids are a little bit older. Your one daughter's grown and your son is right behind her, so it's like they're like in a different world. So like if we say something, they're like what's that? Like even like we used to say lies. Somebody tells certain lies. But now they're like, you say something and they're like, oh, cap. I'm like, huh?
What's that?
Cap. Like, what cap?
Could you say that your parents were lying? I know that's a little off subject, but I remember like that was like a rule. If I said my mom was lying, I would get snatched.
Oh yeah, like I don't even think you can say it to them now.
It would still be difficult. I'm trained. I'm indoctrinated not to say that.
Like we'll talk crap with each other or your friends. Mom lying, Pop's lying. Yeah, he didn't do that. I got the scoop.
I remember we were driving one time and my mom said something and I was like, that's a lie. She beat me while the car was moving. Like I was in the passenger seat. I was like, oh shit. It was a different time back then, yeah.
You know, speaking of different time, it was so funny. Like Jordan wants me to get a pickup truck, right? He's like, yeah, Dad, get you like a pickup truck and stuff like that.
He can ride in the back?
And automatically I knew what he was looking at. I was like, Jordan, you can't ride in the back. And he's like, what?
Get pulled over.
Well, what's the back for? I'm like, I don't know, stuff.
My dad had that hatchback Toyota. Me and my friends, he'd take us to the movies. We be back there playing with toys.
Man,
no seat belts.
Zero, like such a high risk.
When you think about it, but yeah, that was fun as hell though.
Yeah, it's such a high risk. Like my dad had the Toyota Tundra, or no, Tacoma, 89. Yeah, and we used to be back there, in the back.
Was it a pickup or a truck?
Pickup.
SUV. Okay, so y'all was in the back of the pickup.
Yeah, and so a couple of my parents' friends had like pickups, and it was like, I think the only rule was like don't sit on the tire welge, because that will like pop you up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's like we lean back, we put our foot like against it, and you were good, but
crazy time, different times, yo.
Exactly. Well, again, happy Father's Day for those that are tuned in and stuff like that. So, like I said, I don't want to bore you guys to sleep on daddy stuff, but as you can see, since it is our day today, we just moved that jacket to the women's side until
next week.
We're not gonna be able to tamper with that at all. So this is Father's Day today that women are wearing this jacket.
I think that's fair. We'll wear it on Mother's Day. They wear it on Father's Day.
And it's automatic. Every girl in the comment about the light, that's till next year. Like, okay.
Yeah, we just made up that rule after Mother's Day passed.
One day after, right?
Yeah.
So
we didn't think about it in May. We didn't have the jacket graphic.
So as you usually do, you got some dessert.
Oh yeah. So I don't know. What are we gonna talk about first? It's a lot. It was a lot going on this week.
Yeah, I agree.
Here, let me bring this up. Well, yeah, I guess we'll talk about Mr. McMahon first, yo.
Vince.
Yeah, Vince.
So
he got caught in a little sticky situation, I guess.
Okay. Now, is he a billionaire?
Yeah, he's a billionaire.
Okay. Oh, let's press pause for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like when that M turns into a B, I don't think you could be in a sticky situation. That's just me.
Before you say that, let me do a couple things. If you're watching America's Mind and you like us, you like hanging out with us on Sundays or on Mondays during AM sports or during the week, during political crap, or just watching our clips, subscribe to our channel. Only 66.
We're still on that golden number. Come on, people. Let's bump this. Let's change this.
66% of you are not subscribed. So go ahead and click that subscribe button so you could join us weekly, daily, or whenever we're live. And we appreciate it. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything.
Yes, and like I had stated that, I'm trying to give away some money here for those that are doing that. So I gave another hinter on what I'm trying to do. So, make me a believer.
I don't like that idea. Maybe
I know, but I'm not trying. I'm not gonna. I don't got no money to give. Like, it sounds good.
Eventually, we'll do a giveaway.
But I'll do something like a gift card or something. Just showing some type of appreciation, because you know what? Without the subscribers, there's no us. You know what I mean? So I appreciate everybody that just takes the time, because time is very, very key here. People take the time to listen to us ramble and talk about certain things that.
And news on that front, we've made it to 55 subscribers.
Hey, thank you guys. So yeah, the podcast has graduated to a show, and the show is progressing. So this is a fun journey. So Mr. McMahon, Vince, and you said in a sticky situation, so I am listening. We're going to get it up in a second.
What is this that just popped up? They're trying to advertise to me.
So I just, as a billionaire, how do you become put in a sticky situation? But we're listening. So you did a little digging in this, because I think I saw it, but I don't know what happened. The meat and potatoes of this.
Okay, so I don't necessarily know the meat and potatoes either. I know like the short version. So basically, I guess Vince McMahon had a side chick.
Okay.
I think it's a woman who worked for the company. I believe she was a paralegal, and I guess there was an allegation that came out. Well, so first they ended the thing. He had her sign a NDA, a non-disclosure agreement, so she can't really talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
But it seems like there could have been a chance or a possibility that he paid her off.
Okay.
So what the company WWE is doing, just to be sure, is making sure he didn't use like company funds to pay her off. Because the report is she got around like $3 million. Like she got that's a check.
Yeah,
that's a check.
This is what makes things so funny to me, because I understand that Vince is the face of the WWE, and I know that along with others, he masterminds a lot of the direction of the WWE. But it's just funny to me how your company can't use funds and it becomes a scandal, and that's just like I get it somewhat, but then it's just like it's just funny, and that's when like the stockholders, I guess, they get the chance to voice their opinion because their money is invested into the company. And I get it where they like, well, we don't want our funds to be miscellaneously spent on certain things. So I do understand that, but I'm just like, I would have ended the rebuttal like, look, it's me. Okay, like, so are we gonna make a big deal, or do I need to go over here and get Stephanie to just write the check and then I'll pull it out of my personal account? Like, let's avoid this. This is silly.
All right, so I'll go over the article a little bit.
Okay.
Vince McMahon steps down as head of WWE during misconduct information. So what do they say about this? Vince McMahon, a longtime executive for World Wrestling Entertainment who led professional wrestling from a sideshow curiosity into a mainstream phenomenon, and stepped down as chairman and chief executive while the company's board investigates allegations of misconduct about him. So that's what I basically summarized. So his daughter Stephanie stepped in as CEO while the investigation's going on. Quote. He appeared on SmackDown. What was that, Friday?
Mm-hmm.
So that's after the allegations. I didn't watch that. So he showed up on TV for something.
Okay.
I don't think he mentioned it though. So on Wednesday, the Wall Street Journal reported that Mr. McMahon agreed to pay a secret $3 million settlement to an employee with whom he was said to have an affair with, and that the board had been investigating since April. The investigation unearthed other non-disclosure agreements, including claims of misconduct by Mr. McMahon. A lawyer for Mr. McMahon told the Journal that the employee had not made any claims of harassment against Vince, and that he used personal funds to pay for the settlement. So Vince McMahon, via his lawyer, is saying, I've used my own money. I had an affair. I paid the check off.
Yeah, like
the companies, I guess is right that they should just look into it, make sure all the funds, nothing.
But it shouldn't get to this. This is what I'm saying. Like, this is kind of like that jacket gonna stay over there, even
I
though
think side chicks should be quiet for free, but that's just my opinion. I'm
like, this is why I hate money sometimes. Because because something like this should be simple. Like, this is like I get it. If he's doing whatever he's doing, he's a free man to do whatever to a degree. That's between him and the missus. I feel like when it gets to the tabloids and things like that, it gives people even like us to have an opinion on it. And I'm just like, I don't think Vince is not doing what any other billionaire guy does. It's just like, and I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm not saying that neither. Like, it's his business. I just feel like that how he spends his money is his business. If he's paying his taxes and doing whatever, it should be nothing coming up on that.
I agree with that. I think the only reason this public issue right now is because WWE is publicly traded, so they're stockholders.
Okay.
Like I own some WWE.
Okay.
So the company's they're reassuring stockholders. I think that nothing with the company was going on, and his personal business is his personal business.
I'm like, but it's like, dude, like, so, like, whoop-de-doo. People don't care about Vince. No shot to Vince. They care about the people that walk down the aisle.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying? Like, yes, he's very involved. He bought the company from Gorilla Monsoon, right?
Nah, he bought it from his dad.
Who's Gorilla Monsoon was who in
Gorilla Monsoon was like a commentator / wrestler. He's he was an old school wrestler, but most WWF fans will know him from being a commentator.
Okay.
But for a minute, they had the president Jack Tunney. But that was just an on-screen character.
Okay, so
Vince has owned it since we've known about it.
I didn't know that because I always thought that Gorilla Monsoon was like somewhere like. Not like the owner, but definitely like was like kind of like the
Vince bought it it was WWE, and Vincent Senior owned it, and Vince bought it from his dad when he was in his 30s.
Okay,
yeah.
Also, then he kind of did his own thing because I know Vince for a long time was a commentator.
Yeah,
for many years. That's where I remember him.
Yep.
And he had like a very distinguished.
He used to always do his catchphrases.
oh, he had a bunch of them, dude. Like, you know, and okay, so no, that makes sense. I just don't understand why that is. I get it, but it's like I could see if it was $3 billion, then I could see people coming with an upward $3 million.
I think that's too much.
I get it, but I'm
that's
like,
a big payoff.
Their pay-per-view alone makes hundreds of millions each time. So we're talking about a scratch of a surface of money. Like the minute he wrote that check, that money was already replaced. Like that's how much money this guy has.
Yeah,
like
he has money.
Like he got some money. Just as soon as that check was
says
cut.
Like Mr. McMahon has presided over its ascent into cultural giant with more than $1 billion in revenue last year. So the company made $1 billion last year. Yeah, and
they're going to continue. This company is going to be around.
I kind of agree. Then if they made $1 billion last year and he used even if he used $3 million of the company money to pay a check, I would be like,
if he used 50, so what? Like y'all plus was $1 billion. Like whatever y'all had that year before with a recession and all that,
the revenue was $1 billion.
And I know if I can't say that,
it says more than $1 billion, so it's $1 billion something.
Like, knock it off.
Why are we talking about? You're right. You talked me into it. Why are we talking about this $3 million for this chick?
Lucky her. Like,
I ain't gonna pull up her picture, but she a nice looker.
Like, lucky her. You got 3 meal sweets. Like, you on.
Yeah, she came up.
Look, if you're listening, let me show you how to keep that money forever. You take $1 million, you open up a CD account. Just leave it there. That's $10,000 a month off the interest. Then you go get you a house in the South somewhere, spend about $200,000-300,000, 4-bedroom, 5. Get you a Tesla, you know what I'm saying? Save you some gas.
Tesla.
Put some of that money back into the WWE and stocks. You know what I'm saying? And hey, you got $10,000 check coming in a month. You can sit back comfortable in your chair. You saving money on gas because you got your electric vehicle. And then you know what? Do a little here, but break that money up, like hopefully she's listening. Because that sounds like a fabulous
Listen to
plan.
Financial Chris. That wasn't a bad idea. That wasn't a bad plan right there.
Because $3 million, I always talk about if I ever had some money, I would have a show called "I'll Show You How to Spend That Money." And I'm telling you, like my taste is expensive. Like if they was just to give me like a black card, and you know what, the whole show. Please, somebody finance this. The whole show is how much money could I spend in like 24 hours? That would be like the episodes.
That was a movie. I can't remember the name. There was a Richard Pryor movie where he had to spend a certain amount of money in a certain amount of time.
Yeah,
and it seemed like it was rough for him. But and I started to get it. It's hard to get rid of money if you're trying to.
Man,
it was like $10 million or something. And he was buying baseball teams. Like, I think it's called Buster's Millions or something like that. We'll look it up one day.
Yeah, it'd be like, man, dang, Chris, he bought that. Oh my God, that's expensive. Yep, straight to McLaren, straight to Bentley.
Man,
and ain't nothing coming out stock. Everything coming out with special modifications and upgrades. Look, that car was 140,000. When I get done with her, she gonna be 400,000. You know, but okay. But shout out to Vince. Hopefully I'm sure he'll recover.
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Stephanie's older than Shane, isn't she?
I think Shane is the oldest.
That's odd that he didn't put him in charge, but I understand, I guess.
You know what? I think she's been working with the company longer.
No, Stephanie's excellent. So
yeah, she's been working there since she was 15.
I know there was an argument though. My dad did that to me. It's like I got a little sister. Like, bro, like, hold on. Like, I'm supposed to be you. Like, I'm you. You don't trust me.
It's kind of historic. Like, it's technically the first time somebody else has been CEO since the company went public, and he picked his daughter. So,
but she is, and you know,
it's like we were talking about earlier. Yo, daughters are probably less combative with it.
We almost got a slided jacket over there. You know, this is an accomplishment. We got to remove it from that side, but we'll save that for later.
You gonna do this? It's like off the scale.
You slid it that way.
Slide off the scale.
Oh man. But moving forward, so there's some more dessert. I'm assuming that you would like to share.
Oh yeah. So on a more serious note. Your girl Brittany Grinner is still in jail. And she recently she got her she's not sentenced yet. She got her I guess hold extended. It's still like not completely clear what's going on. So I'll read this real fast. So let me see. So we got the headline Russian court extends detention, I guess we'll call it, detention for WNBA star Brittany Grinner. A court in Russia has extended the pretrial detention for WNBA star Brittany Grinner, who was detained in February. So she's been in there since, that sounds like a long ass time in Russia.
It's long enough.
Since February, will remain in custody at least through July 2nd. According to Russian state media outlet TASS, the 31-year-old was taken into custody at I'm not going to try and pronounce that airport near Moscow. So she was taken into custody near Moscow on February 17th after officials allegedly found vape cartridges with hashish oil in her bag. Hashish oil is illegal to possess in Russia. Man, we got to get her out of there. First of all, she's American.
Mm-hmm.
Russia tripping right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they not tripping about this. They tripping like they at war.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of upset at us for aiding Ukraine in their thing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like this is a muscle move. And we, like, as a country, we're letting them make it. We've let them detain basically a celebrity, a star
mm-hmm.
in their country since February, going on
March,
April,
months.
May, June, 4 months going on. More than 117 days.
And I think it's utterly ridiculous. And then the wording that they use, detention. So detention, like, is something like when we were in school, you know, they kept you for an hour or two. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't keep you there all day. And it's like, so this is a big exaggeration of the word Like this person seems like a sentence because there's no information when you're getting out, how you're getting out, and you're absolutely correct. I feel like that there needs to be something done, especially with the status that she has. Because, like I shared in the episodes way before, that we're talking about not only one of the best players in the WNBA, but we're talking about possibly could be one of the best WNBA players ever. You know what I mean? Like she could be put in that Hall of Fame status, if she plays, a full career without, injuries and limitations and things like that. So like, this is like a very serious and sensitive matter,
Yeah.
like, and then like, it doesn't help that, like I said, she's the star player of that team and one of the faces of the WNBA, not only just of her franchise team that she plays with, but of the WNBA,
Yeah. I was just reading this part. Sherelle Griner said she hadn't spoken to Brittany since just after her arrest, since her cell phone was confiscated. So that's her mom. Hasn't talked to her since, I guess.
And that has to be scary as a parent, because it's like, it's not like you can hop on a plane, kind of.
Right. Especially right now.
And just fly over there. Like, we're talking about a whole nother country. Like, you need paperwork to get in. Then if you get in, you may not come back. Not trying to say it like that. I have nothing against Russia at all. But, these things, these things are very, I won't lie to you. I am terrified of like flying out of the country because of these very things. You know what I mean? Their rules and legalities are very different from ours.
Yeah.
So it's like,
and I'm not excusing her if like she actually broke the country's rules. I mean, everything comes with a punishment, but I think in these specific times, the conditions are abnormal,
and I think that
we shouldn't. It shouldn't be it seems like they're going out of their way to punish her in a way that's not fair.
Yeah.
And that we shouldn't really be putting up with at this point in time when these other things are going on.
No, I agree. Because even like when we did research on that, this is not like she went out here once. Like she was she's a member of a team that she plays on every single year in Russia. So not only people know her in Russia as maybe like a celeb or a star, she has like star status out there, and she's a participant. And like I shared, about a lot of the women that play in the WNBA, because their market is not as big as the NBA, a lot of them have to fly overseas to make some reputable money to survive. You know what I mean? And I get it I know we look at it as, 100,000, 200,000 is a lot of money. But when you're an athlete and your body is your key, and being a professional athlete is around the clock.
Yeah.
And in this league or in any league, you could be there today, gone tomorrow, because it could be injuries, budget cuts. There's new people getting drafted every single day. It's a business. And it's a lucrative business.
Yeah, I think this part is important too. So it's saying, following Russia's invasion of Ukraine on the 24th of February, the EuroLeague suspended all Russian teams, and U.S. and WNBA officials began calling players out of the country. So she was arrested on the 17th. A few days later, not even a whole week later. No, that's about a week later. The WNBA started pulling their players out of the country. So she was a week away from getting pulled out anyway.
Yeah.
Before she got arrested.
This is my fear with this.
And it says the Russian authorities only confirmed her detention the third week of March. Though they disclosed she was stopped at the airport in February. So they held her for over a month before they even said anything. This some BS, yo. I don't know why.
See, this story is going to be headlines when she does come home. I pray that she does. Mm-hmm. And also, too, this right here is going to change certain things. Like, I was having a conversation with one of my friends, and I was telling her that the WNBA is going to have to start paying these women more money to avoid this. Like, they're not going to do this anymore. Like, that bridge is going to be burnt up because Brittany is that type of player. Like, this was a star. This is a star. And it's like, she's been out there for 117 days. So if I was in that league and I'm not on the same caliber as her, I'm not going. If she did 117, they gonna keep me for 500 days. Like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm not going.
I just think it's crazy as a country. We haven't done anything.
You know what? We could ramble for 3 hours about country stuff,
political.
You know,
crap.
Speaking of the country, not to change the subject, but prayers to Brittany and her family and things like that. I'm like, we mentioned it in the very, very beginning, and I didn't know it was going to balloon to this. Yeah. And it's still a thing.
Because we started talking about this
like a week or two
after it happened.
Yeah.
In March sometime.
Yeah.
And we didn't think we would be talking about it still in June.
Yeah, exactly. And so hopefully they get this resolved soon. Like, because even right now she's missing a season now. And I'm not trying to just speak on just basketball, but you know, just in general. Like, you know, she needs to get home. There's way bigger fish to fry out here. As far as what they're trying to pin
everything,
her on.
Yeah, talking about hashish oil and a
vape
pen.
And I totally get it. Right is right, wrong is wrong, and get it like that. But I'm like, look, okay, time is served. Like, look, because I highly doubt if she hop on a plane and fly to Moscow.
They're saying she's facing up to 10 years for that charge.
That's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
But if it's not showing, if it's not, what's it called, admissible to sale, or if it's not showing that, then I don't know, because you have to prove that you have a bundle of something and you're trying to sell. I think those
are like more U.S. laws. I think the substance in general is illegal in Russia.
Wow.
So they probably have a harsher stance on it.
And that's the very reason why Christopher Barris don't go out of the U.S. because I just do not have the time.
Yeah, the same thing happened. We talked about this before, but Leangelo Ball, he went to China and stole something. They were trying to give him years because it's just a harsher penalty out there. But like even the administration at the time took care of that faster.
Yeah. Yeah, because he was like in a weird situation with that.
Yeah, he was in China. He did something that China punishes heavily. Administration got him back. And I think the same exact thing needs to happen. I think this is a far worse situation than that.
Yeah.
It's like I said, considering what's going on in the world with Russia right now.
And if I was the U.S., I'd be like, okay, now look. Like, look, she's here. She's been here for 100+ days.
I would have called with my finger on the button. Like, put her on a plane. We'll figure something out later.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, like, I feel like time is served.
Yeah.
At this point. Because now she's losing money. She's losing money. She's losing lots of things. So, you know, because I look at the story after when she comes back. What mental state she's gonna be in, what physical state she's gonna be in, because like we talked about this, the NBA or WNBA being a business. So, are you still viable to them?
Yeah,
you know, we don't know. Hopefully, yes, and you know, really crazy thing.
All right, so that's our update on that. Let's liven up the mood a little bit.
Oh, what dessert do we have?
We got your boy. Oh, let me.
My
I can't
boy.
see this.
Hold on, we gonna see who it is.
All right, so we had the president of the United States was out riding his bike.
Whose boy is this?
It's your boy.
That's Kevin's boy. That's Kevin's boy right
Is
there.
that your boy bike right here?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. So let me see if I can get this video going. No, I need to.
I'm looking at it on the other screen right here.
Window capture.
So we're trying to get a video up of
That's not the right window.
of our fabulous
that's really not the right window.
no.
You said our fabulous what? Yeah, give me some time.
So we're gonna put a video up of our fabulous president. I think I know what he's gonna put up. I might have stumbled on it yesterday or the day before. I'm not sure, but so we got oh wait, let me you know what, shout out to these computer people like you, Jamal, that can make these videos more fabulous by adding personalities and things like that. Like, technology is such a wonderful thing. So I'm glad that I'm just not on that type of platform or where things I do gets jabbed at. But it's a funny to look at.
I'm gonna just have to drag him into our system.
Okay,
so I could do him another way.
So he's riding a bike. So is the gas too high for him too?
Man, you know what? I didn't even think about it like that. But that
maybe the
sense,
gas too high for them too. They like, wait, hold on, this done got out of control. Like, wait, how much the Cadillac cost? Wait, how much? $1,200. Wait, per week? Oh no. We can't afford that. Like, they done raised the prices so high that they can't afford it. Like, I need this gas thing to get resolved
ASAP.
Like, and this is what I don't want. I don't want, when it gets resolved, that y'all want to nickel and dime it down. I'm tired of that move too. Because when it goes up, it straight up. But when it goes down,
it
trickles
down.
Okay.
All right, so we got the video. I got it ready finally.
Oh boy.
So we got Joe Biden. He was riding his. Wait. This is the wrong video. Hold on. That's the wrong. All right. That's the wrong one. That was funny.
That one was good though.
That was funny. But here's the other one.
These kids, boy. That was like perfect too.
Who comes up with that stuff? Like, who's at their laptop with all the goodies pulled up?
Just ready.
Able to like render this a day after it happens.
Like, thank you. Thank you, whoever did that.
I gotta get my brain thinking right.
Well, if you can't get it, but we did see it once. We did see the funny. So he had an accident. First and foremost, I'm sure he was okay.
Apparently.
Because I don't want to sound insensitive and things like that.
Who put him on the bike is what I want to know. Like, when they had this day plan and it was like 2 p.m. bike ride. Who was like, oh yeah, this is going to work out. 79-year-old president rides bike. They should be fired, first of all.
Well, okay, here it is. A pretty nice bike, I'm sure.
Yeah, it just wasn't good.
So there's different angles. Oh my Lord. He stops.
It looks like it was one of those bikes where, you know, the professional bikes where you put your foot in the pedal and it straps into the pedal. Yeah. And he couldn't pull his foot off of the pedal before he stepped down.
It's see that one guy that rushed in the blue.
Secret Service.
Oh, he was okay.
Hey, that's the funniest part where he put his hands on his knees.
He goes, whew. Boy, that was
his life flashed before his eyes.
That was some ride right there.
Man, like this is all I want to say about this. Whoever scheduled this day and saw bike ride on it and was like, clear, let's do that. Get rid of them right now. We don't need these kind of people that take those kind of risks in the country right now. We got too much going on to be putting presidents, like 80-year-old presidents, on bicycles. And look, he got back on. Nah, see. So
look.
They done.
He's at that age. You can't tell him nothing either.
Could be.
He's the president, but if I was to take that title away, you can't tell him nothing. Because those were the type of patients I deal with. Like,
I would have slid his wife a few dollars and be like, look, Jill, take care of this for us. We don't need these kind of problems.
We have fall risk patients, and we can't even keep them
like gas high, food high, rush hour war. Your numbers are down. We don't need a bike day. Like, get him off the bike. Let's do something else. Let's go golfing, right? That's why presidents golf, because you're not gonna get hurt.
You shouldn't.
Yeah. You shouldn't get hurt anyway. So
that's
here's another one.
That's
Kev sent that to me. Thanks, Kev.
Oh my Lord have mercy. What's that hat made out of iron? Like, goodness gracious.
I just like how it boomeranged over there, bro. My bad.
That's, you know, so just to add out here that we're not making fun of our president and stuff like that. So
I'll never do that.
Of course. But you know, you got that, you always got that one person, you know what I mean? So I just want to just cease that buttling that, hey, we're laughing with him, not at him. So hopefully he's okay. Stay off bikes.
Please stay off bikes.
As a nurse,
anything that moves
I will
fast.
say to minimize the use of riding a bike if you have complications of balance. Yeah. Anybody. Because bikes are very dangerous, and falls at any age, but especially at this age, are very dangerous. So please, people, be careful. So I'm speaking from the nurse perspective.
I'm glad you're trying to be PC about it.
Yeah, just be careful out here. Hey, I'm 40. I won't get on no bike.
I'll be reckless.
I ain't getting on no bike at all. I'm 40. Oh, sorry. I'm not. I'm like, I will, but I'm not.
I did want to talk about this comment we got on one of our videos.
Okay, sure.
I want to see if I could bring it up without showing the person's name. I didn't have this prepared. It's just something I'm doing like right now randomly.
Which was this last week's?
Yeah, a video that we posted last week.
I'm trying to remember.
So
it was about the birds and the bees, right? Or was it the ranking?
It's the fat spectrum video. So can y'all see this? Yeah.
I can't see it. I know you'll read it to me.
All right, so the comment says, "This is not PC, and please don't go around saying that unless you can tussle." So this is a video about the fat spectrum video that we made, and you know it covers the broad spectrum of fatness, from small fat, mid fat, super fat, and infinite fat. And like, this person posted this comment saying, "Don't talk about it. It's not PC. You know, unless you can fight, don't say anything." And I feel offended.
I don't.
No,
But I'm listening.
I feel offended for you because as a show, we have a member of the in the fat spectrum on this show, right? You yourself proclaimed a member of and it is egregious that anybody would be bigoted and a fascist in a way to speak against our personal members in the fat spectrum, and I don't appreciate that. I think these people are bigoted. They're fascists. They're getting out of control, right? They're talking about things. They're spewing hate speech and violence, real life violence against our members on the fat spectrum of this show.
Absolutely.
And I would just want her to know that it won't be appreciated here.
There's a woman that said this?
Yes, it won't be appreciated.
Oh, so I can't even really say what I really want to say because, because I was gonna. Oh,
I'm joking. Chris looking at me like, "Are you serious?"
So it's not a woman. So it's a guy.
No. This was the actual comment, but I'm joking. I'm just using that. I'm using that rhetoric against it.
Because I was just gonna remind people, when they want to come to the smoke is already there because I am the smoke.
I wanted to be a liberal for a few seconds. It felt
But
good.
you know what? People out here that's watching, I want to share this. Me and my brother had this conversation. This is not a show that we are trying to create yes men. If you agree with that,
I totally agree.
So opinions and being opinionative and comments and anything like that are encouraged.
Disagreements are encouraged.
Absolutely. So we don't want to build
An echo chamber.
Yeah.
We want to sit around high-fiving like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Agree.
I don't want that. Speaking of that, because there was a young lady on TikTok. I don't know that young lady's name. That she's the one that the TikTok or girls are trying to get her removed because she speaks to secrets of women.
Yeah, I don't know her name either, but she was. We did a video on that. The female whistleblower who was telling how the women's actions mean.
And bump her because she wants a bunch of people to say yes because she actually blocked me on her live. And
snap!
Yeah, so I'll talk about it really quick. So her question was, why don't men go to the doctor? And my answer was because we can't afford it. And I was blocked. And it's that's actually the true statement. Because let me go back to how an actual man thinks. We don't want to spend money on unnecessary things that we don't need. Men don't go to the doctor every day or even every month. So we don't want to pay for insurance every single month on stuff that we don't use.
My wife is going to yell at you about
I know that. I'm sorry, Randy. But I'm just saying, as men, we do what we got to do. But trust me, if it was up to us entirely, that bill is gone. We'll be like, we'll pay when we go. Why I got to pay every single month when I go to the doctor once a year? I get it. Anything can happen, but I'm just speaking from a man's perspective. And for that young lady to block me, you want a bunch of yes men. So yeah, we don't want no yes men.
Definitely not. And I won't comment on anything that Chris was just talking about because it might get me punished, and I don't want to have any smoke right now with certain people.
But
what I'm saying is about men in healthcare. I don't want to talk about that because I don't want to get in trouble with my wife. So
yeah,
I will say all men should definitely have healthcare immediately. That's my opinion.
No. I'm gonna go in. I'll go into further depth in that. That yes, you are right. As a man, I think that you need to go at least twice a year.
Yeah,
and get a physical. Give some blood, some urine samples. Specimens.
Maybe we'll do an episode about that because look, it's not gonna happen. It's something about men don't want to go to the doctor, right? I don't think we want to always know what's going on about everything.
Yeah, we don't because we don't want to be bothered with it.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to hear about potential.
Doctor might be like, "Oh, you're dying." We're like, "I can't be bothered with that."
Yeah,
right
I don't want to hear about if I keep this up, then potentially I might get diabetes, or potentially I might get this, or potentially I might get that. Like, we don't want to hear that.
Yeah. We're talking a little ignorant, but we're giving, like, I think what the man's thought process.
We could, you know what? One day we'll do that. We'll actually have we could probably do a show on things that men just don't like to do, and that could be definitely on the list. I'm a nurse, and I don't even want to go. I don't want to go.
We're talking about why we don't want to go, not why. We're saying men should go to the doctor.
Yes,
we're just saying in our heads why we don't want to go.
Yeah, like
why this is a thing.
Yeah, because like women be ferociously angry with us, like Todd, he just won't go, like, ever. Like, oh my God, he has to die before he goes. It's like, that's an emergency. I'm dying. Bring me to the emergency. Yeah, helicopter me there. But if I'm in some pain, 2 Tylenols and we'll deal with it. But yes, from a nursing perspective, I would say as you get older that you want to, I suggest at least 2 visits a year.
Speaking of, let's get it a little uncomfortable.
Sure.
How do you, we're getting a certain age now. How do you feel about prostate exams?
Say that. I heard prostate. What was the other one?
How do you feel about them? Like, that's something I'm not looking forward to.
Okay.
And I think when do they start recommending that men get those?
Like 50-ish, 60s.
Yeah, I figured it was around, 45, 50.
Yeah. Well, the colon is 40, 45, 50.
That's a different one?
Yeah, that's the cleaning.
I thought it was the same thing.
No, that's the backside. So
now they both the backside. The prostate is where they got to stick the finger and.
Prostate goes through the front. Prostate.
That's I don't know.
Prostate is on your bladder.
Yeah, it's bladder, but they check it with the.
Gotta go this way.
What you talking about? I don't even. Never mind.
I've had it checked. They got to go the way that you definitely don't want them to go. Yeah. Okay. So I had my prostate checked.
This sound worse than I thought. Yo,
is the most uncomfortable feeling ever, because you got to go to the front and go down and check. You can't go from the back.
How do you? I don't know. I'm not asking more questions. Anyway, let's move on. I think we had a topic. You had another topic. You had another topic, but we already 1:15 in it, and I feel like it's a topic we all want to dig into. So we'll save it for next week. Yeah. And I didn't ruin my night.
Okay. Here's the thing.
I don't want to.
I want to just go slip it further, and then I'm done. So here's the thing with the prostate. So if it doesn't cause any problems, then you won't have any problems, if that makes sense. It's something that doesn't happen all the time, but it can happen. And so when it does happen, they do have some procedures that it is an invasive procedure, but they do have some that are a bit more comfortable to check and things like that. It's a very uncomfortable procedure, and the prostate's probably about the size of a walnut, things like that. Sits right on your bladder. That's one of our sexual organs and things like that. That regulates semen and urine and things like that. When a man is having intercourse, that thing swells up, blocks the urine from going down the same avenue. Because of those two things.
That's what does it? That's valuable. That thing is needed.
Oh yeah, that's so yeah. Very, very.
Your prostate, you need that one. You don't want to be.
So because if those two things were to mix, then obviously,
that doesn't sound good.
It's a big problem for her.
Yeah,
she's gonna be going to the clinic or wherever, but yeah, so it's one of those things. just for those, give you guys. Well, no, you know what? I'm not gonna say that because nurses don't diagnose. But if you have issues with using the bathroom, and if your flow isn't consistent, like basically, like you turn it on and it just flows. If it doesn't do that, please go see a doctor. But before you do that, just go to the doctor twice a year, like we are suggesting, and
that's definitely what we're saying. You should do.
get your yearly checkups and things like that. And you know what? It's a wonderful thing, and you get treated well. Believe it or not, they look at you as like a god. They be like, oh, a man. Like, oh, getting a checkup? Wow. Like, oh my gosh. But
why? Because it's like not usual.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's uncommon. It's uncommon at all. It's very, very uncommon.
Is it bad if I put this on repeat until we get off?
Oh. He's like an accident just waiting to happen. But he's a tough son of a gun. You know what I mean? It's just, cause didn't he stumble up the stairs? They got like a collage of stuff with him.
It's not good. It's not good. Can we trade? You can do that? You can't like. It's when you elect the president. It's not like the NBA, like where there's a draft. Trade deadline. Can we like trade? Like it could be the same party, but you can't be like, oh, we want to trade Biden for anybody, right?
Like treat this like a Yu-Gi-Oh game. Like, yeah, let me take like, this card,
this one. Let me get that one. We'll switch them out. We got some stuff to do. We got to get Brittany out of jail. We got to get these gas prices down. So we need to trade real fast.
My car is $100. A 4-cylinder.
Your car?
$100.
I haven't filled my car up. To be honest,
it's gonna cost me. I know mine is $100 because I was.
How many gallons is that? Because we go say how much mine is because I know how big my tank is.
That's 15 gallons.
15 gallons. All right, so I'm gonna have to buy 5 more gallons than that.
So 6 and 5 is 30.
Over 200.
So you're at like $130.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think even like the Suburbans.
No way. Yeah, all right, so half of 100 would be 50. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's about $130, $140.
Yeah. So because I think the Suburbans and the Escalades, those trucks are like 200.
That's not cool, yeah.
That's not American at all.
It's not American.
It's not like
it's not American to be paying that much for gas.
What's going to happen is that people are not going to go to work. It's becoming like this. Like, do I go to work and put this gas in this car, or should I just sit home and then try my chances with that?
I know people using their PTO when they tank empty.
Yeah.
That's the same as being sick. They like, I can't make it today. Yeah. I don't feel like putting this 150 in my tank.
It's
especially if it's like a Thursday and you get paid the next day. Oh,
my gas tank hasn't been filled up since the gases went up. God damn. Like I've been nickeling and diming it the whole time.
You have a hybrid, don't you?
One of the cars, yeah. And the kid's mom is driving that. Lucky her, because I'm like, I want to go over there and swipe so bad because
you're so nice.
Yeah, y'all see my face. But
look.
What? That's a huge move.
No, I'm gonna put it back to where it was before the show. Anyway, we got to have it over there for Father's Day, so they was like right there. So nobody got any moves today.
Okay.
Thank y'all for having
Yeah, we didn't have the birds of the bee because if we started that conversation, yeah, we that jacket slide. But
next week we go get into it. Next week we dropping some evidence.
Okay.
All right.
We're gonna do some digging.
Yeah. You're gonna try to get that jacket over officially.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. really quick, do you want to do a commercial break for one more?
All right. If you've been watching America's Mind, oh, that's the wrong camera. If if you've been watching America's Mind, let me put some music on. And you like our show, you like hanging out with us, you like how we make fun of the president and how we talk about women and how they need to put jackets on because they're cold and they don't know what they're doing. If you like all that stuff, subscribe, because 66% of you are not subscribed, and that's ridiculous. Like we have over 2,000 views on our channel, and so that means over 1,000 people. That's not good math. That's not right.
Yeah. And then, didn't you say we got about 10 days worth of footage, like watched and things like that? So
Recently we hit a landmark. Oh, let me see. Recently we hit a 250 hours watched.
Okay.
Landmark.
Hey.
So there's 24 hours in a day times 10. That's about 10 days worth of people sitting there watching what we were talking about.
Hey. Thank you guys.
We're at 250, over 250 watch hours and then 55 subscribers. So
sounds good.
We moving up and not down, which is good.
Always.
Always.
And no, definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in. I know a lot of people do watch on Monday and Tuesdays and things like that. I'll talk to you off camera. I think I was thinking about a time shift, maybe, kind of, sort of, or experimental on a Sunday. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, but let me finish the commercial. Yeah, but only 66% of you are not subscribed. So if you enjoy our channel, if you like looking at Chris, who says he's an 8, and Yvette agreed with him last week.
Yeah.
And if you like listening to us ramble about relationships and politics and pop culture stuff, just click the subscribe button. Maybe hit the notification bell, and then we'll be here every week, every Saturday, and every Monday. Chris is on AM Sports, talking all kinds of sports talk with DJ Light.
Oh my God,
it's gonna be fun tomorrow.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be.
I won't say anything, but I'm tuning in tomorrow.
I was very arrogant. I was very precise on everything I said, and that team took my words and they used it and they won.
Who is this? She trying to start the show over, yo. I disagree with women wearing the jacket. What do you mean?
Who's this?
Tisha Scruggs. You know that person?
Yes, Tish. Yeah, I got the jacket, honey.
Oh, you know what I think happened? I don't think she saw the graphic. All right,
okay.
So we have the facts right there. The women are closer to wearing the jacket.
Yes. And so every single week,
like, I don't know what to tell you.
With video, any type of content.
This is the statistics. Like
that this jacket's going to migrate either there or with us. So far since it's Father's Day, our day, we just go stick it right there.
The stats say y'all wear the jacket right now. We're looking at the numbers live. The jacket is on y'all.
Unless you have a rebuttal, the stage is yours.
There's no rebuttal like that. This is, look, the jacket is the fact of the information. That's where it is. I could see it. Oh, shoot.
From the capital city of the United States of America.
Look at Randy Orton slithering. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And you're really playing that.
Oh, yeah, I got it on repeat.
No, it's all good. But, oh, my God.
From the capital city of the United States of America.
Look at Randy Orton slithering. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Damn, he just fell almost lifeless. Like, he didn't even catch himself. None.
From the capital city of the United States of America.
Look at
I like how
Randy
they put
Orton
this.
slithering. Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Everybody loves Randy Orton in the RKO, right?
It's like that move that you could just catch anybody in any predicament. But yes, thank you for the comments of disagreeing with the jacket. This is exactly what I want. I don't want yes people. I want people to rebuttal. I want people to keep it interesting, make it interesting. And, you know, when it's all said and done, y'all women are going to thank me. So I'm going to say you're welcome in the future right now. But I am done. I think we're done. You know what? Our Father's Day meal, are we eating pizza today?
Yeah, we're eating pizza.
Hey, I'm going to have a Bud Light too.
Oh, what?
Bud Light and pizza for Father's Day, the perfect meal.
All right. Then we'll get on to that.
Sounds good.
I'm Jamal Williams.
And I'm Christopher Barris.
And we are America's Mind.
Mine. I've been starting that, so I just got to do it now.